affair d'amour, is it not?
Is in the air.
It is an affair of we love each other madly.
On a Romance in the Hits weekend. AM 1450. WDLB.
And Wausau East from the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. That's next on AM 1450 WDLB.
It's Marshfield Tigers basketball.
Tiger basketball. And welcome to the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield for Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com. This evening, it's the Marshfield Tiger boys basketball team facing Wausau East in Wisconsin Valley Conference action. Tom Uthmeyer producing our broadcast tonight. I'm Gene Delisio. Good to have you with us at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield tonight for Marshfield Tiger basketball here on WDLB. The second time within 6 days that these two teams will play one another. They played a makeup game against each other in Wausau last Saturday afternoon, and that was a real thriller going right down to the wire, and Marshfield winning by one, 68-67, on a pair of last-second free throws by Alec Hinson. That improves Marshfield's record to 10-8 overall, 6-4 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Wausau East 12-4 overall, 5-3 in conference play. The East Lumberjacks have not played since that ball game last Saturday. Marshfield did play on Tuesday and won here at home against Eau Claire Memorial in a non-conference contest, 77-61. In that ball game, by the way, the Tigers had 9 three-point baskets. They've now had 28 threes in their last 3 ball games, so Marshfield shooting the ball quite well these days. Marshfield and Wausau East, Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball tonight here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Our pregame report this evening, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. We'll come back with more of our pregame report from the Bosun Company Fieldhouse following these messages.
Where will you be the next time you're sick? At home? On the job? On vacation? No matter where you are, you can get expert care on the phone for common issues like sinus infection and UTI. Just call Care My Way at 844-227-3929 and speak with a nurse practitioner at Marshfield Clinic. You can call any day between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. for just $40. That's Care My Way at 844-227-3929. Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live. Shine.
In these days of fast-paced lives and fast-talking salespeople, it's nice to know you can still count on your local Dish-authorized retailer, Selk Electronics, with folks right here in your neighborhood to tell you the honest truth. Dish simply costs less for the very same channels for your home or your business. Dish and Selk Electronics have it at a reasonable price with old-fashioned service. Believe it. Call Selk Electronics at 715-683-2558 today and experience an expert who's happy to answer all your questions, whatever they may be. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
When it comes to financial decisions, it's good to know that First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield has all the services needed in today's fast-paced economy. First Choice Credit Union serves all who live or work in Wood, Marathon Park, and Portage counties and their immediate families. First Choice Credit Union, doing it the old-fashioned way. People helping people. Your first choice for checking, savings, loans, and much more should be First Choice Credit Union in Marshfield. Member NCUA, an equal opportunity lender.
Marshfield and Wausau East meeting tonight, Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Wisconsin Valley Conference standings heading into action tonight. Stevens Point in first place at 9-0. Wausau East second at 5-3. Marshfield and Wausau West tied for third place, each at 6-4. Merrill is 4-6. Wisconsin Rapids 1-7, and DC Everest is 1-8. The other boys basketball games in the Wisconsin Valley Conference tonight. Merrill is at Wisconsin Rapids, and DC Everest is at Stevens Point. This game between Marshfield and Wausau East is the 94th game in this series, which dates back to 1973. Wausau East has the edge in this series with 53 wins. Marshfield has 40. Marshfield won earlier this season, in fact, last Saturday, edging Wausau East 68-67. Tigers are now won 3 in a row against Wausau East. They swept the series last year, 61-44 and 70-64. Dating back to the 09-2010 season, Marshfield has won 12 of the last 16 games in this series, although Wausau East won 15 straight against Marshfield between 2002 and 2009. The JV contest this evening won by Marshfield 67-45. Marshfield and Wausau East tonight. Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. And a big night tonight. There's some fundraising activities going on for Renee Stankel-Schultz, who's been suffering from from some anemia issues and underwent some bone marrow transplants not long ago. She's recovering from that procedure, and consequently the fundraising activities taking place tonight here at the Fieldhouse as we raise some funds for Renee and her family in her quest to improve her health, and so hopefully that'll go out very, very well tonight here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield as well. Marshfield and Wausau East renewing their basketball rivalry tonight here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Our pregame report, as always, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. And more of our pregame report from the Bosun Company Fieldhouse following these messages.
Another exciting basketball season is underway. Tiger Hoops Club would like to give special thanks to the following businesses for their support during the 2016-2017 season. Marshfield Clinic, Mid-State Truck Service, Marshfield Firefighters Local 1021, Marshfield Professional Police Association, Forward Financial Bank, WDLB, WOSQ Radio, Victory Apparel, and BMO Harris Bank. The support of these area businesses helps Tiger Hoops Club provide equipment, basketballs, and uniforms for the kindergarten through 8th grade boys and girls participating in Tiger Hoops Club for the 2016-2017 basketball season. An excellent team is built from the ground up. It starts with a solid foundation, support among its members, and the development of a winning tradition. If you're planning to build or remodel, think of the tradition offered at Trudeau Construction of Marshfield. They handle everything from new homes to additions, remodeling projects, kitchens and baths, cabinets, wood floors, decks, and gazebos. Have a project in mind? Plan it from the ground up by dialing 387-2239 for Trudeau Construction, Marshfield.
The cozy warmth after coming in from a chilly, pink-cheeked morning walk. The perfect man cave temperature to kick back and watch the big game. When the weather turns cold, a new ring heating system will surround your family with total. Feel it?
This winter, with a new home heating system installed by the local firms at Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling. All Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling today. Where's the Marshfield at 1209 West Bedford Parkway?
Marshfield and Wausau East tonight. Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. We do have some basketball action taking place in central Wisconsin on Saturday, in case you want to catch a ball game tomorrow. Necedah and Greenwood meeting in a non-conference girls and boys doubleheader at Greenwood tomorrow. Girls game is at 1, boys contest at 2:45 at Greenwood High School. Assumption and Barneveld meet in a girls and boys doubleheader at the Just a Game Fieldhouse in Wisconsin Dells tomorrow. Boys at 12:50, the girls at 2:30, and both of those games tomorrow will be broadcast on AM 1320 WFHR and on WFHR.com starting at 12:40 tomorrow afternoon. Also in boys basketball tomorrow, Marathon is at Neilsville. That's a 7:30 start. Wausau West at Chippewa Falls. That ball game also at 7:30 tomorrow evening in non-conference boys basketball. It's Marshfield and Wausau East tonight here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Nice crowd on hand for this ball game. And before we get things underway, here is the Marshfield High School Pep Band and our national anthem. Marshfield High School Pep Band with our national anthem. And we're set for basketball here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. And let's take a look at our starting lineups for this contest, a service of Rail Transport of Marshfield. Become a member of Team Red and experience the power of red. Wausau East tonight, starting in center, Jordan Shallow. He is a 6'2 senior, averaging 2.7 points per game. The forward, Sawyer Schlinwine, 6'6 senior, averaging 19 points per game. And Thomas Dunbar, 6'3 senior, averaging 11.1. The guards are Michael Lepre, 6'1 senior, averaging 10.1. And Matt Tuman, 5'11 senior, averaging 8.5 points per game. Lumberjacks coached by Paul Dimka, assisted by Steve Lessert and former Park Falls High School basketball coach Chuck Wolfel. Lumberjacks are 12-4 overall and 5-3 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. For the Marshfield Tigers, at center, Seth Anderson, 6'5 junior, averaging 10.9 points per game. The forwards, Nick Stewart, 6'6 senior, averaging 2.7 points per game. And Grant Michaels, 6'4 senior, averaging 8.1. The guards are Alec Hinson, 6'1 senior, averaging 12.8 per game, and Ethan Postelik, 6'1 senior, averaging 13.7. Tigers coached by Scott Scheuer, assisted by Ryan Larson. Tigers 10-8 overall, 6-4 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. East in red, Tigers in white, as we get set for basketball action here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Here's the opening toss. Controlled by East. Lumberjacks have the ball in front court to our left. Tigers playing half court man-to-man. Tuman on the near side, on the drive in the lane, cut off. Out top to Nash. He'll take the lane, get inside, lean in. Hand to Schlinwine, who missed the layup, but he walked with the ball anyway. And the Tigers get the ball after a Wausau East turnover. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger basketball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLBWOSQ.com. Tom Uthmeyer, our producer. I'm Gene Delisio at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse. Tiger ball in front court to our right. Stewart in far corner. Picked up defensively by Schlinwine. It's back out top to Michaels. Grant holds out front. Man-to-man defense by East. Hinson on the near side. Defense by Tuman. Postelik back out front. Can't get the shot off. Michaels inside to Anderson. He's in deep. Has to come back outside again to Michaels. A three-pointer by Grant. Up and in. Grant Michaels for three. His 17th of the year. Tigers have an early 3-0 lead. East on offense in front court to our left. Lepre on the near side. Kicks back outside again to Tuman. Now Dunbar top of the circle. Back to Lepre in the corner. Dunbar top of the circle. Hands to Schlinwine. Nash in the far corner. Starts to penetrate. Cut off. In the corner, Schlinwine. Defense by Anderson. Good matchup there. Now Dunbar out front once again. That lane is clear, but Hinson will stop him. Tries again to the foul line. Turned away. Schlinwine in the corner. Attacks to the dotted line. Leans in. Kicks back out to Lepre. Here's a three-pointer up, and it rattles out of there. But the rebound to Nash, and he puts it up and in. The 5'11 Chris Nash sneaks in there for a rebound basket. And the Marshfield lead is at 1. Tigers to front court. Anderson holds in the near corner. Back out top, Michaels has it. Swings to Hinson. Downstairs to Stewart. Backs in on Schlinwine. Turns, one-handers away, around and out. And tipped out to Michaels, who drives and lays it in. Grant Michaels gets a rebound basket. Tigers go back up by 3. Wausau East in possession. Dunbar comes out top to Schlinwine to the circle, down the lane, leans in, gets caught up in traffic, spins, and walk with the ball again. Schlinwine could not control a little 360 move, and the Lumberjacks suffer a turnover. We played 2 minutes. Marshfield on top, 5-2. Marshfield coming length of the floor. Here's Postelik across the timeline on Nash. Far side to Hinson. Picked up by Tuman, now by Nash on the switch. Alec down the lane, leans in, comes baseline again to Stewart. Nick holds it, back to Hinson on the give and go. Can't attack the lane, comes back outside again to Anderson. Now Hinson holds it back on the near side, wants to clear out on this near wing. Anderson being fronted down low by Schlinwine. Michaels comes back to Anderson outside the arc now. Schlinwein gives him a lot of room. Seth, top of the key, comes back to Hinson. Baseline to Postolick. He can't drive on Tumen. Back out top, Anderson. He gets inside. Has the ball stripped loose. Picked up by Postolick, however. Then he lost it, and it's grabbed by Tumen, and then Tumen fouled on a reach-in by either Anderson or Postolick. It's on Ethan Postolick. Number 1 on Ethan. First team foul. East coming length of the floor. The Tigers will put on some backcourt pressure here, as Tumen will throw in and finds Dunbar, double teamed in backcourt. Needs some help, finds Tumen along the baseline. Comes back across the 10-second line for East. Holds out front on Michael. Starts to drive, cut off. Gives him lane to Laprie, back out to Nash. A three-pointer by Nash away and no good. Long rebound to Schlinwein, however. Goes baseline, off-balance shot up and no good. Tipped outside by Stewart, and then Nick will snare it himself. Tigers back on the attack. Here's a pass near side to Hinson along the near sideline. Alec holds in front of the East bench. There's a back out top to Postolick. Poked at by Nash, and Nash a bit too aggressive. Called for a foul. First on Chris Nash, first team foul. Nash, an impressive looking sophomore guard. Tigers inbounding at quarter court, leading by 3. Hinson along the far sideline. Defense by Tumen. Baseline, Michaels turns on Laprie. Cross court, Postolick on the near side. Going down the lane, leans in, off balance shot, no good. Stewart rebounds, turns back up, no good. Gets it back again, is tied up. Tie ball called, possession will go to Marshfield. Nick Stewart had his best game of the year against East last week. 9 points and 4 rebounds. So he gets a start again tonight. Tigers inbounding, baseline front court. Postolick will look. In the corner to Michaels, on the cut to Anderson, down the lane, off-balance shot doesn't go, tipped outside and claimed by Schlinwein, and Schlinwein got poked in the eye. He goes down to one knee, and we'll have a foul called here on Marshfield. A Tiger ball player got him going by. That's on Stewart, I believe. First on Nick, second team foul. East up the floor, trailing by 3. Laprie will cross on Stewart. Tough assignment for Nick out there. Laprie will drive down the lane, and I think Nick hand-checked him. Another foul on Nick. That'll be his second foul. Third team foul. So Reed Miller and Brant Bowman both come in for the Tigers. And Hinson and Stewart will leave. 14:07 remaining in the first half. Tigers on top 5-2. Inbound pass Schlinwein in the circle. Stop there. Far side hits Dunbar. Picked up by Bowman, gets a screen from Tumen to the foul line, pick and roll to Tumen, or pick and fade actually. Tumen now drives inside, goes up over Michaels. Grant blocks this shot, but it comes back outside again to Nash. He'll go downstairs to Dunbar on the low block, can't get off the shot. Schlinwein, the foul line, down the lane, leans in, one-handers away and good. Sawyer Schlinwein averaging 19 per game, gets one to roll in that time. East deficit is at 1, Marshfield back on the attack. Postolick on the near sideline. Gets a high screen from Anderson. Still holds outside the arc. Wants Anderson down low. He's defensed by Nash. Goes cross court for a three-pointer by Miller. No good. Long rebound tracked down by Tumen. He wants to run. Laprie goes across the line. Far side. Here's a three-pointer by Tumen. Missed. And the rebound pulled in by Postolick. Then it's pulled away and goes out of bounds off of Ethan's leg. And the Tigers not very happy about that. They thought that Laprie pulled that ball away from Postolick with some excess force. And there should have been a foul, but the officials say no. East inbounding, baseline front court. There's a lob outside the arc to Dunbar on the near side. Schlinwein now on the bench and Shallow in the ballgame. Far side, Nash will attack to the dotted line. Lean in, cut off. Shallow baseline, 15-footer, rattles out of there, and the rebound grab by Marshfield, claimed by Reed Miller. Tigers come back to front court, leading by 1. And here's a walking call, I believe, on Reed. He had a pass in stride going down the lane for Michaels, but took an extra step. The Tigers' first turnover. Schlinwein right back in for East for Chris Nash, and Alec Hinson coming right back in for Marshfield for Ethan Postolick. Also Stewart with his 2 fouls coming back in for Anderson. 12:50 remaining in the first half, and Marshfield leads 5-4. East inbounding a three-quarter court. Laprie will throw it in. Tigers with some pressure. Tumen takes the ball and starts up the floor against Brant Bowman. Moves across the 10-second line. Bounces back out top to Shallow. distributes to nobody. Threw the ball in the corner, thought Schlinwein would cut to that corner, but Schlinwein's progress actually was blocked by Michaels. Good job by Grant Michaels, who actually forced that turnover by just standing his ground and not letting Schlinwein get to the basketball. Now Marshfield back up the floor, leading by 1. Hinson comes near side to Bowman. Top of the circle, Miller, far side to Michaels. Fakes the long 2. There's a back outside again to Bowman, top of the key. Hinson on the near side. Waits for Michaels out front. 3-pointer by Grant. Up and off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Dunbar. East with a long front court feed, comes near side to Lepre. Cross court Schlinwein to the baseline. Gets inside, short jumper up, and it rolls in. Schlinwein scores it, and Wausau East has its first lead at 6-5, 12:05 remaining in the first half. Tigers on the attack, Bowman on the near side. Man-to-man defense by East. Hinson far wing. Off a screen from Miller, pulls it back outside again. Starts to drive, cut off, baseline to Miller, can't get off the shot. Hinson takes it back on the far sideline. Stewart exchanges with Hinson. Alex in a drive on Shallow, get inside, off-balance jumper, no good. And Dunbar, between two Tigers, pulls in the rebound. Long front court feed goes to Lepre, back to Dunbar at the far hash mark. Near side Schlinwein at the foul line, leans in, no shot. Back outside Dunbar once again. Has it taken away by Hinson, and Alec has a breakout. Hinson down the floor, lays it up, and in and foul. Basket good by Alec Hinson. The foul coming on Dunbar, his first. Second team foul. Dunbar kind of in an odd spot there. He saw Hinson astride in front of him and said, should I just grab this guy and prevent the layup or let him go? And he actually did neither. He grabbed him and let him shoot anyway. Nathan McGrath in for the Tigers. 6'1" senior, averaging 2.5 a game. Alec Hinson on the foul line for a three-point play try. The foul shot good. Alec, by the way, now surpasses 650 points in his Tiger career. And Marshfield goes back up by 2, 11:15 left in the first half. It's East ball. Tooman to the near side. Hands outside the arc to Dunbar, stopped on the foul line by Bowman. Lepre holds on the far wing. Breaks down Michaels to the dotted line, cut off. Dunbar to the baseline. Goes around McGrath, gets inside and lays it in. Thomas Dunbar muscling it up for 2. And we're tied at 8, our first tie of the ball game. 10:55 left in the first half. Tiger ball. Bowman far side is Anderson to the baseline on Shallow. Gets in too deep and has the ball stripped loose, but he was fouled. A reach in coming here. As Lepre tried to strip it loose, but got the arm instead. First on Michael Lepre, the third East team foul. East bringing in Alex Becker, 5'11" senior, averaging 2.9 per game. 10:49 remaining. First half. Tigers and East tied at 8. Becker replaces Jordan Shallow. Tigers inbounding. Baseline front court. In the corner, Hinson can't get off a shot on Tooman. Pulls it back outside. Michaels top of the key. Swings near side to Bowman. Cross court, Hinson top of the circle. Starts to drive and gets bumped and fouled by Tooman. First on Matt Tooman, the fourth team foul. Tigers again inbound, baseline front court. Anderson to throw it in. Seth will look. And still look, and now come way outside. It's batted loose by Tooman out of bounds. Trying to get to Hinson on the near sideline. Tooman goes high to bat that ball over the sideline. So out of bounds to Marshfield again. This time Michaels will toss it in. And throw into backcourt to Hinson. Alec will recross the timeline. Man-to-man defense by East, picked up by Tooman out top. Gets a screen from Michaels, drives the lane, kicks out baseline, hits Bowman. Brent in the lane, pulls up, 10-footer is away and no good. And the rebound tipped outside on the floor and claimed by Tooman. East has it back. Lepre comes to front court on the far side. Stopped by Michaels. Goes baseline to Becker. He'll drive on McGrath. Is turned away on the low post. Needs some help in that corner. Goes back outside again to Dunbar. Picked up by Hinson. That far side is clear. Dunbar goes baseline. Drives inside. Lays it up and in. Dunbar puts Wausau East back up by 2. 9:55 remaining in the first half. Tiger ball. Anderson near sideline. Back out front hits McGrath. Nathan on the drive to the dotted line. Turned away there. Anderson gets it back, goes baseline, gets inside, muscles it up, and it rolls out, tips it up and missed it again, and tipped to Dunbar. Now East on the run out. Schlinwine holds on the near side. It's back out top again to Lepre, blocked and the free throw line by Michaels. Baseline, here's Dunbar, three-pointers away and no good. Long rebound, tipped outside and claimed by McGrath. Marshfield comes back up the floor. Bowman on the near side, on the drive inside. Scoop shot is good. Grant Bowman hard to the basket for 2. That ties the ball game at 10. Wausau East on the attack. Tooman on the far sideline. Hands outside the arc to Lepre, still holds it. Now Tooman top of the circle. Near side Schlinwine, he'll lob it downstairs to Dunbar. Cross court Lepre in the corner, he'll pull it back outside on Michaels. Becker at the foul line, hands back to Lepre to the free throw line, leans in, skips it back to Schlinwine, he can't attack. Hands back outside again to Dunbar. Long possession here for East, now Dunbar in the lane, baseline to Schlinwine, gets inside, short jumper up and in. And Wausau East wants a timeout here. Lumberjacks take their first timeout, 8:38 remaining in the first half. Our score now, Wausau East 12 and the Marshfield Tigers 10. And more basketball coming up in just a moment.
Whether it's inside your home or outside your home, Sternweiss & Sons of Marshfield has the products to make it beautiful. Inside, it's Pittsburgh Corning PC glass block products, cozy heat wood, gas, or electric fireplaces, and easy do-it-yourself wall brick. Outside, they're all new retaining wall blocks, landscaping paving block or stone, and poured concrete for any project. So don't shut the door on that project you're planning. Rely on Sternweiss & Sons for great ideas. 400 East Arnold, Marshfield.
You know a good teammate when you see one. Hardworking, reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Marshfield High School Tigers sports, because the world needs more great teams. Get to know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. Knowing you better means treating you better.
2-point lead for Wausau East, 8:38 remaining first half. Marshfield coming length of the floor. In the front court to our right. Michaels with the basketball. Comes across to Hinson. And East now goes to his own. They're gone to a 1-3-1. Postolic, baseline to Miller. Skips it back out top to Hinson. Michaels far wing, baseline Miller. Three-pointer by Reed, away and good. Reed Miller for 3, his 22nd of the year. And Marshfield back up by 1. Putting on some backcourt pressure. Hinson bats the inbound pass out of bounds. Across the baseline. East again inbounding. Baseline backcourt. Tigers with man-to-man pressure here. Inbound pass comes to Nash. He'll start out on Bowman. Moves it across the timeline. To the free throw line. Can't get down the lane. Dunbar. Far side to Becker. Starts to attack. Back outside Lepre. Can't take the lane on Postolic on the switch. Now needs some help. Exchanges on the far side with Schlinwine. Can't get off the shot. Michaels on him tight. Pass in the lane to Dunbar, who cuts and missed the lay-in. Rebound to Nash. Back up. He missed it. And now snared by Miller. Tigers going to break there. Front court to Hinson. Holds top of the key. Michaels on the far wing. Baseline Postolic open. Three-pointer is up and no good this time. And pulled in by Becker. And here comes Wausau East of front court. Top of the circle, Dunbar holds it. Comes near side again to Schlinwine. On the drive, stopped by Michaels. Kicks out near side to Becker. Fakes the 3. Goes to the circle. Turned away there by Postolic. Back outside again. Dunbar holds on Hinson. Far side, Lepre with it. Excellent three-point shooter out there. He'll drive on Miller to the dotted line. Go baseline to Nash. Can't get off the shot. Michaels fronting Schlinwine. Schlinwine down low and a shot blocked. Picks it back up and missed it. Tipped around and Michaels has it. Some physical play down low and Grant Michaels finally snares it. Tigers to front court. Postolic for 3. Offline, no good. Schlinwine in front of Michaels gets the rebound. Lumberjacks back to front court. Nash on the far wing to the baseline. Turned away by Bowman. Tries again at the foul line. Back out to Lepre for 3. Up and no good. Long rebound, however, to Dunbar in the lane. Back up and it rolls out, but he was fouled on the putback. Lepre, by the way, shooting 44% from three-point range, as is Tooman. Some very good three-point shooters. Alec Hinson, very good. He's only at 41%, though, as is Reed Miller. That foul called on Ethan Postolick. Ethan's second foul, fourth team foul. Dunbar, 76% on the foul line, shooting 2. The first is good. Michaels out, Anderson back in for the Tigers, and Shallow coming back in with Tuman for Wausau East, replacing Lepre and Becker. 6:36 remaining, first half. We're tied at 13. Second free throw by Lepre is away and good. And Wausau East goes back up by 1. Marshfield to front court. Bowman in the corner, can't take the baseline on Tuman. Is back outside again. Hinson far wing, starts to drive in the lane, leans in, scoop shot missed and pulled in by Becker. Ahead to Tuman. Is back to front court for Wausau East. Picked up by Postolick, hands back to Dunbar. Now Tuman on the near side, can't attack on Postolick. Comes back to Schlinwine, he'll drive, cut off by Anderson. Out top, Becker going down the lane, leans in, 10-footer no good, and Miller there to grab the rebound. Long front court feed comes to Bowman. Brad pulls up at the baseline, shoots, and misses the shot. Tipped around, claimed by Anderson. Back out again to Miller. Now near corner, Hinson has it. He goes baseline, gets inside, kicks back out to Miller for a three-pointer. It's away and good. Reed Miller for 3, his second 3 of the ball game. Big rebound there for Anderson to keep that possession alive. Marshfield back up by 2. Here comes Wausau East to front court. Schlinwine at the foul line. Baseline to Tuman. Can't take the 3 on Postolick, and here's a whistle away from the ball. A moving screen against East. Mark Goda making the call for us. Moving screen against Wausau East's Jordan Shallow. His first foul, 5th team foul. East's 5th turnover. Tigers have the ball and a 2-point lead. Bowman outside the arc, near side. Miller cross court, baseline to Hinson. Pulls up outside the arc. Starts to attack, cut off, gives back to Postolick. He'll back it out. Anderson in the circle. Holds there, now back to Postolick. Down low to Hinson, posting Nash. Kicks back out to Anderson for 15-footer. Rims out of there and pulled in by Dunbar. East front court to Schlinwine. He'll hold on the near wing. Shallow down low. Short jumper rolls out of there and tipped to Brant Bowman. He falls down but was knocked down on the breakout by Nash. Chris Nash picks up his second foul. 6th team foul. Michael Lepre back in for Wausau East along with Forrest Kronberger, 6'2 sophomore who has not played due to illness the last 2 ball games, but Forrest gets out there tonight. 4:50 remaining first half. Tigers lead 16-14. Marshfield moving into front court to our right. Seth Anderson near side. Holds on Kronberger. Far wing to Hinson. Alec on the attack. Gets caught up in traffic and drops the ball, picked up by Kronberger. Only Marshfield's second turnover. Now Tuman comes to front court, picked up by Postolick. Schlinwine along the near sideline. Off a screen, baseline Dunbar. Pass downstairs is stolen away by Michaels. Quick hands by Grant. Comes back to front court. Near side, here's Postolick. Baseline Anderson drives inside. Short jumper up and no good. Tips it back outside, but went over the back. Foul called here on Seth Anderson, his first foul. And the Tigers' 5th team foul. 4:15 remaining first half. Tigers lead 16-14. Putting on pressure in backcourt. Tuman has the ball for East. Harassed by Postolick. And moves across the 10-second line for the Lumberjacks. Pass far side to a Dunbar. Schlinwine top of the circle. Far side, Tuman has it to the foul line. He falls down. And apparently was tripped inadvertently by a Tiger defender. I think that's on Postolick. And that's 3 fouls on Ethan. 16 fouls, so the Tigers get him out of there and Reed Miller back in. 3:57 remaining first half. Tigers lead 16-14. East inbounding at quarter court. Tuman into backcourt to Lepre. He'll recross on Bowman. Lepre out top to Schlinwine. Hands to Dunbar along the near sideline. On the drive, turned away by Hinson. Can't get down that lane. Hands back outside to Tuman. Lepre on the far side. Man-to-man defense. Lepre at the foul line. Leans in and shoots and misses, but he may have pushed off anyway. We have a foul called on Lepre, who pushed off as he shot. Second foul on Lepre, the 7-team foul. East with 7 turnovers here in the first half. Marshfield has it back, leading by 2. Tigers come to front court. Miller on the far sideline. Out top to Hinson. Bowman on the near wing. Baseline to Anderson. He'll turn back out to Bowman once again. Miller in the corner calling for the ball. They don't see him out there. Anderson brings it back outside again. Miller on the cut to Hinson. Baseline to Bowman. Here's a 3 by Brandon. It's away, no good. Pulled in by Kronberger. East has the ball back. Dunbar moves to forecourt for the Lumberjacks. Holds outside the arc on Hinson. Schlinwine in the corner. Defense by Anderson. Tough assignment for Seth tonight. Tuman along the far sideline. He'll drive on Miller in the lane. Left-hander goes up, missed, and Miller recovers to grab the rebound. Up ahead to Bowman. Brandt on the drive, lays it up and missed it. Tipped up and in by Michaels. Grant Michaels on a tip-in, and the Tigers lead by 4. Good hustle by Grant following down the floor. Now it's East ball. Lepre in the lane, cut off, gives to Schlinwine. Foul line jumper in traffic is no good, and Michaels there for the rebound. Bounces across the line to Hinson, baseline to Miller. 3-pointer by Reed is away and no good. Kicks out long and snared by Kronberger. Ahead to Lepre. He has a one-on-one. He'll drive, lay it up and miss it, but was swiped going by, I think, by Miller. And a Tiger foul here. It is on Reed Miller, number 1 on Reed. And the 7th team foul. Each team now is in the 1-and-1. Wausau East free throws for Michael Lepre. Line left, his first try is good. 2:18 remaining. First half, Tigers lead 18-15. Kronberger is out, and Alex Becker back in for East. One more for Michael Lepre. This free throw no good. Ball in the corner and tipped out of bounds, and last hit by Becker. Becker and Miller both chasing after it. Becker got a hand on it. Goes out of bounds. It's Marshfield ball. Tigers up the floor leading by 3. Hinson across the 10-second line. Far side to McGrath in the corner. Comes back outside again. Hinson deep on the near wing. Gets a screen from Michaels. Back to Grant on the near sideline. Down low to Anderson. He'll hand to Miller on the low block. Cut off. Back out to Hinson. Fakes the 3. Far side Anderson. Cuts into Michaels. Lays it up and in. Backdoor cut for Grant Michaels. Anderson found him for 2. Tigers up by 5. 1:45 in the period. East ball. Schlinwine in the corner. Hands to Becker. Can't get off the 3. Schlinwine gets it back to the lane. Leans in. Short jumper no good. And Miller over Tuman for the rebound. Reed comes to front court. Gives to Michaels. Grant on the drive. Lays it up and it rolls out. Tipped up by Miller and in. Reed Miller on the follow. And the Tigers up by 7. Their biggest lead. It's East basketball. Far side Dunbar to the basket. Shot blocked by Miller, but fouled on the floor, I think, by Hinson before the shot. Great ball game this evening by Grant Michaels, playing a great overall floor game tonight. Hinson's first foul, 8th team foul. Shallow back in for Becker in the East lineup. Dunbar shooting free throws for Wausau East. His first attempt is good. With 1:16 remaining in the first half, Tigers lead 22-16. 2 ties and 6 lead changes in this ballgame. Dunbar's second free throw away and also good. East has not missed a free throw yet tonight. Yes, they have. They're 5 of 6 on the line. Tigers by 5, facing a trap, and McGrath comes across. Baseline to Miller, bounces outside again to Hinson. Miller in the far corner. Reed back out top, near side to McGrath. 60 seconds of the period. Tigers by 5. McGrath pulls it out. Baseline Anderson. And here is a whistle and a timeout. Tigers want a timeout here, perhaps to set up a final shot. Marshfield's first timeout. 52 seconds remaining before halftime. And our score now, Marshfield 22 and Wausau East 17. Marshfield Tiger basketball this evening here on WDLB, a service of Marshfield Clinic. Don't just live, shine. Marshfield and Wausau East meeting in Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball tonight. JV contest went to Marshfield 67-45. Tigers lead by 5, 52 seconds remaining before halftime. We'll see if Coach Scheuer wants his team to kill the clock and play for a final shot. Marshfield inbounding, baseline front court. Grant Michaels will throw it in. Grant looking in the corner, hits Hinson. Alec back out top. Poked at by Tooman. 45 on the clock. Alec now has an alley. Drives, cut off. Was back outside, top of the circle to McGrath. Nathan holds at the free throw line. Near side Hinson. Baseline to Anderson. 25 on the clock as we close out the first half. Marshfield leads by 5. Far side Hinson. He'll pop a 3 and hit it. Three-pointer for Alec Hinson, his 43rd of the year. Tigers by 8, 22 on the clock. Wausau East ball. Lepre at the foul line, can't get down the lane. Hands to Schlinwine. Was back out to Tooman, 16 in the period. Lepre down the lane on McGrath, kicks back out to Shaldo. Schlinwine top of the circle with 10. Near side Tooman with 8, 7. Back outside to Lepre. He'll drive, and he may have walked at the ball. He did. He tried to split a double team and walk with it. East turnover, and the Tigers have the ball back with 4.7 seconds remaining, and Marshfield wants another timeout. Coach Scheuer takes a quick timeout here. 4.7 seconds remaining before halftime. Marshfield on top 25-17. Now don't forget, we'll have a review of this ball game and other Central Wisconsin sports news on our On Sports program tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com, as well as Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Well, Marshfield, thanks to that Wausau East turnover, their 8th, has a chance for a last-second shot. 4.7 seconds remaining before halftime. Tigers lead by 8, and Marshfield will have the basketball in backcourt. Coach Scheuer has diagrammed a play here. And now Michaels will throw it in along the baseline. Grant looking, comes into Miller. He'll cross the timeline with 3, 2, stop out top. His shot blocked by Schlinwine, grabbed by Shallow, who throws the ball down the floor. Well short to end the first half of basketball here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger basketball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLB WOSQ.com. Tom Uthmeyer producing our broadcast this evening. I'm Gene DeLucia with the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Our coverage of Marshfield Tiger basketball tonight on WDLB, a service of Jim's Auto Repair in Marshfield, the Hearing House in Marshfield, Colby, Neilsville, and Wausau, and the Baltus Oil Company. Our halftime score is Marshfield 25 and Wausau East 17. We'll come back with a check of the first half scoring and stats following these messages.
If you're one of the lucky ones, you've never had an auto accident. But if and when you do, you get flustered and exasperated dealing with the insurance company and getting estimates, not to mention trying to figure out how you're going to get around without your vehicle. Well, they can't make that process fun, but they can make it a lot easier at Art's Body Shop. Free estimates, free courtesy car, all worry-free. Pick up or drop off your rental from Penske Truck, too, at Art's Body Shop, South Central Avenue in Marshfield, just north of Wildwood Park. Quality Roofing, Marshfield, Wisconsin, is proud to include Wausau Athletic Park, Camp Randall, and Lambeau Field in their project lineup. Quality Roofing is equally proud to always support area students. Quality Roofing serves Wisconsin's commercial roofing and sheet metal needs. Contact Quality Roofing on the web at qroof.com or visit them in Marshfield's East Industrial Park.
When you think about it, investing is more than just money. You're trying to achieve something important for you or your family. That goal could be a comfortable retirement, college, or protecting your family. But here's the real question. What's important to you? Hi, I'm Randy Gershman, your Marshfield Edward Jones financial advisor. Setting the specific, realistic goals is the first step, and I can help. Contact me today at 715-387-8662. See for yourself how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Some future Tiger boys basketball players heading onto the court to be introduced to the crowd here. between halves at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse. By the way, we'll be right back here tomorrow night for Marshfield Tiger girls basketball. The Tigers and Wausau East will play a makeup game here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse tomorrow. That is a 5:30 start at the Fieldhouse tomorrow evening. Those two teams are playing each other right now up in Wausau, and then they'll play the makeup game tomorrow here in Marshfield. Game time 5:30. That broadcast begins at 5:10 tomorrow afternoon right here on AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com. Some other girls games taking place tomorrow evening. Stratford and Auburndale meet in a makeup game in the Merriwood South at Auburndale tomorrow night. Game time 7:15. And Mosinee plays at Rhinelander in a makeup game in the Great Northern tomorrow at 7:15. We're at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield for basketball this evening. Marshfield and Wausau East meeting in this Wisconsin Valley Conference basketball matchup. Our halftime score is Marshfield 25, Wausau East 17. Back to review the first half scoring and stats following these messages. The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates Tiger girls basketball players who are on the watch list for the Wisconsin Sports Network Senior Girls Basketball Awards for this season. Congratulations to Maddie Nikolai, who's on the watch list for Point Guard of the Year, and Marshfield's Emma Fehrenbach, who's on the watch list for Senior Post Player of the Year. From the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
Rail transport has grown every year since 1962. A leader in environmental initiatives, human resource practices, one of the safest providers of truckload services in the United States. At Rail, people are the power of red. We focus on delivering customer satisfaction, providing flawless transportation service, and maintaining excellent safety standards. If you'd like to be the power of red, call Rail Transport 715-591-3795, an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
High school sports coverage is brought to you by your team at Security Health Plan, the same team who provides outstanding health care coverage to families and businesses of all sizes throughout Wisconsin. Health insurance was created because we worry. Security was created so you don't have to. Security Health Plan. Great plans for every stage of this game called life. To learn more, visit securityhealth.org.
Marshfield and Wausau East tonight. Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Our halftime stats, a service of the people for whom numbers matter the most. Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield. See Randy Gershman or Brian Kaiser for their sound investment advice. Wausau East at halftime, led by Sawyer Schlinwine and Thomas Dunbar, each with 6. Michael Lepre 3, Chris Nash with 2. For Marshfield, Grant Michaels with 9, Reed Miller 8, Alec Hinson 6, Brant Bowman with 2. Tigers just 1 of 1 on the foul line. East is 5 of 6. Marshfield has only 2 turnovers. East has 8. We had 6 lead changes in that first half and 2 ties at 8 and at 10. Reed Miller has 5 rebounds already tonight. Michaels has 4, Stewart 3, Anderson 2, Bowman and McGrath each with 1. And the Tigers hold an 8-point lead here at the halftime break. Our halftime stats, a service of the people for whom numbers matter the most. Edward Jones Investments of Marshfield. See Randy Gershman or Brian Kaiser for their sound investment advice. Our halftime score once again, Marshfield 25, Wausau East 17. And more from the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Whether the goal is to heat a room, entertain guests, or simply unwind and let the imagination run wild, nothing gives fire more style than a Heat and Glow fireplace. With a long-standing reputation for innovation and design, Heat and Glow offers the broadest spectrum of hearth products available today. Find the perfect fireplace stove or insert to complement your distinct style at fireplaces.com.
See the entire line of Heat and Glow options today at House of Heating, North Central Avenue in Marshfield. The next time you need a plumber, call Schreiner's Plumbing and Heating of Marshfield. Shriners Plumbing has licensed plumbers, and they've been offering fast, dependable service to the Marshfield area for nearly 100 years. They do it all, from pump service and installation to water heaters, water softeners, sewer and drain cleaning. They have kitchen and bath fixtures too. Come see their showroom to give your home a bold new look with Kohler. When you need a plumber, don't settle for anything less. Call the best. Shriners Plumbing and Heating, 106 West 4th Street in Marshfield.
If you drive a heavy truck, you know parts. Parts are the DNA of your truck. Each truck is different, and each trucker too. At B&H, our parts division is one of the biggest in the industry, and our staff, with 240 years of combined service, will help you find whatever you need, and will almost always ship to you the same day you order. Because at B&H, we'll find you the right part that's the right fit at the right price. B&H, driving person
We also have 1505 South Central Avenue, Marshfield, or bhtrucks.com.
We have more Marquette basketball for you tomorrow here on WDLB. The Golden Eagles play at Georgetown tomorrow. Our coverage of that game begins Saturday at 11 a.m. following our On Sports program. Marquette and Georgetown in Big East men's basketball Saturday starting at 11 a.m. right here on Sports AM 1450 WDLB and on WDLB WOSQ.com. Marshfield Tigers and Wausau East meeting in Wisconsin Valley Conference boys basketball this evening here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Tigers edged East by 1 point in Wausau last Saturday. Tigers trying to win again this evening here in Marshfield, and the Tigers performing pretty well so far. At halftime, Marshfield 25, Wausau East 17. Back with the second half of basketball in just a moment.
Business insurance. If you own a business, you need coverage. Talk to the experts at Schwartz Insurance. Over 90 years experience and 3 generations of family ownership. Let Schwartz manage your business insurance program. Schwartz Insurance. Be sure. Check out Schwartz at BeSureOnline.com. That's BeSureOnline.com. Or call 387-1130. Schwartz Insurance. Be sure.
You know a good teammate when you see one. Hardworking, reliable, and most of all, someone who knows that success is best achieved when people work together. At Ministry St. Joseph's Hospital, we work with all of our patients as a team to make the best decisions for their health. That's why we're proud to sponsor Marshfield High School Tigers Sports, because the world needs more great teams. Get to know us better at ministryhealth.org. Ministry Healthcare. Knowing you better means treating you better.
The Butterburger is made of just 3 cuts of fresh Midwest beef. Nothing more, nothing less. It reminds me of the good old days when we first opened Culver's. We would call up the butcher shop and we'd buy our beef from there each and every day. You can't get any fresher than that. Well, today we still get fresh beef into our restaurants. We don't skimp on the quality of our beef. The Culver's Butterburger. Craig, that is one great burger.
Culver's, Central and Upham in Marshfield.
Welcome to Delicious.
Tigers lead by 8 as we start the second half here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse. Tigers out with Stewart, Hinson, Michaels, Anderson, and Postolick. Wausau East will have the basketball in front court to our right as we begin the second half here in Marshfield. I believe we're waiting for the band to clear away. And now we're set to resume play. East basketball, Tuman comes across the line on Michaels. Man-to-man defense by the Tigers. Tuman top of the key to the foul line. Stop there. Comes back outside again to Nash. Swings a baseline to Tuman. Drives inside. Muscles it up and missed it. Tipped around and claimed by Michaels. And Grant on the run out. Holds to Anderson. He'll drive. Lays it up and in. Seth Anderson on the feed from Grant Michaels. Tigers by 10. Marshfield's biggest lead. Wausau East to front court. Tuman comes out top to Nash. Schlinwine on the far wing. He'll drive on Anderson. Turned away. Laprie back out top. Goes down the lane on Stewart. Scoop shot good. Laprie right around Stewart for 2. Tigers up by 8. Marshfield on the attack. Anderson in the lane. Gets loose. Lays it up off the glass and in. Anderson got down there quickly before East can get their defense set. And the officials stop play here. Technical foul called on the Marshfield bench. Technical foul has been called on the Tiger bench. And so Wausau East will shoot free throws. It's Lepre who will shoot 2 foul shots. And the first is good. 17-10 left in regulation time. Tigers lead 29-20. Lepre with a second free throw. This one is away and good. So the Tiger lead is at 8, and now East gets the ball out of bounds at the center line. Tiger bench may have been complaining about some possible contact against Anderson on that drive to the basket. Here's Tuman back to front court for Wausau East. Picked up by Michaels, comes near side to Nash. On the drive, turned away by Postolic, tries again and stopped again. Back out top Schlinwine, and he walked with the ball, setting up a pass. Schlinwine tried to dish off to Tuman, but shuffled his pivot foot. East's 9th turnover. Tigers by 8, inbounding in backcourt. Alec Hinson has the ball, comes across the line on Tuman. Wants a screen from Michaels on the far side. Back outside to Anderson, down the lane, stripped loose but picked up by Hinson. Back out top, Postolic on the near side. There's Michaels in the corner, downstairs to Stewart. Backs in on Schlinwine, kicks back out to Michaels once again. Grant can't go baseline. Still holds. Stands on the near wing, back out front, Postolic. Can't get off the 3. Baseline to Hinson. Alec brings it back out top. Anderson in the circle, can't get down the lane. Baseline Postolic, 3-pointer by Ethan, away and good. Postolic for 3, his 37th of the year. Marshfield by 11. Wausau East back down the floor. Lepre down the lane, cut off. Comes back out to Nash. In the corner, Tuman drives on Michaels, gets inside, is cut off. Nash has it back. Inside feed to Tuman. His shot blocked. It comes back outside again. Grabbed by Dunbar for 3. He missed it. Long rebound claimed by Lepre. East resets. Lepre on the far wing. Starts to attack on Stewart. Turned away by Nick. Dunbar back out front again. Drives on Postolic. Down the lane. Off-balance scoop shot. Rolls off, but he was fouled on the floor. And a call, I think, on Ethan Postolic. That would be 4 on Ethan. 4 fouls on Postolic. Second team foul. And so Reed Miller comes right back in for Marshfield. 15:45 left. Tigers lead 32-21. East inbounding, baseline front court. Lob for Schlinwine, top of the key, picked up by Anderson. Gets a screen, comes back out to Tuman on the near side. He'll drive, stopped by Stewart. Nash to Dunbar in the lane, short jumper missed, long rebound. Stewart screens off to grab it, and he's fouled from behind. Dunbar on the foul. His second, first team foul. Bowman back in for Stewart in the Marshfield lineup. Tigers up by 11, 15:35 remaining in regulation time. This is Marshfield's biggest lead. Marshfield to inbound in backcourt. And Hinson comes across the line on Nash. Alec out front, protecting the basketball. Spins out front, gives to Michaels near the 10-second line. Grant on the far wing. Picked up by Lepre, can't drive, bounces near side to Bowman. Hinson baseline, can't feed Anderson. Swings across court to Michaels. Grant attacks, gets inside, lays it up and in. Boy, Tuman overplayed him, went for a steal and missed, and Michaels went right around him for an easy lay-in. Marshfield by 13. East the other way, and Tuman drives the lane, drops the ball out of bounds, but tipped away by Anderson. And East retains possession. Marshfield by 13. This is Marshfield's biggest lead. Lumberjacks inbounding. Baseline Dunbar in the corner, picked up by Hinson. Gets a screen from Schlinwine, stopped on the foul line, backs it out. Lepre top of the circle. Starts to drive, gets inside, dumps it inside to Nash. He'll go up and lay it in. Nice pass to the weak side to Nash. He scores it. Tigers by 11. Front court Anderson. He's going to go baseline, lean in, shoot, and score again. The Tigers get down before Easton gets set up. And Anderson has an easy lay-in, and Coach Dimko wants a timeout. Lumberjacks' second timeout. 14:39 remaining in regulation time. Our score is Marshfield 36, Wausau East 23. Back to the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in just a moment.
When times are good in agriculture, everyone claims to be an ag bank. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we are an ag bank for all times, dedicated to the long-term financial success of our farmers. That commitment to agriculture has been our way of life for 105 years. Why we are involved in a number of farm organizations, why we have expanded our ag staff, and why we will be here for this generation and the future generations on your family's farm. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, Granton, Neillsville, Spencer, and Marshfield. We finance Wisconsin's agriculture.
Victory Apparel of Marshfield is the place to go for all your hometown team apparel. New styles are arriving daily for every high school team in the area, as well as your favorite college team. Check out their NCAA team hoodies. Victory Apparel, just south of the tracks on Central Avenue in Marshfield. Your official fanwear store for high school and NCAA team apparel. Plus custom screen printing and embroidery for schools, organizations, and businesses.
Tigers lead this one by 13. Still lots of time left. 14:39 left in regulation time. East coming length of the floor. Laprie running the baseline. Comes into Dunbar deep in backcourt. Now he'll start up on Michaels. East in front court to our right. Schlinwine out top, near side to Nash. Brings it back out front. Back to Dunbar to the baseline. Drives on Michaels and knocks him down, but Grant was not set. Grant was kind of backpedaling as he got the contact. And so Grant called for blocking foul, his first foul, third team foul. East inbounding, baseline front court. Schlinwine will look. And come out near side to Nash, outside the arc. Schlinwine gets it back top of the key. Back to Nash on the near sideline, off a screen from Schlinwine. Stopped on the foul line. Gives back out to Laprie once again. Dunbar picked up by Miller on the near sideline. Still holds it. Goes baseline, turned away by Reed. Can't shoot over him. Baseline Laprie comes back outside. The ball tipped in the backcourt by Hinson, but Schlinwine will get there. And East comes back up the floor to reset. Dunbar near side, hands back to Laprie in the corner. Picked up by Anderson on the switch, can't drive. Back out top, here's a three by Dunbar away, no good. Ball rebounded by Michaels. Long defensive stand there for Marshfield, but now a steal for Laprie and a bad pass. Laprie down the floor and Michaels goes to the basket, lays up and missed it. And the rebound to Anderson, then he is tied up. Ball still goes to Marshfield. It was only the Tigers' fourth turnover. And no, it is going to, yes, let's see how they call it here. The officials will confer it is Marshfield ball. Tigers lead 36-23, 13:35 remaining in the second half. Marshfield ball in front court to our left. Hinson over the timeline. Harassed by Nash, far side Miller at the hash mark. Bowman top of the circle. Grant starts to drive, turned away by Tooman, tries again, knocks Tooman down, and Tooman wasn't set. Blocking foul on Matt Tooman, his second foul. Second team foul. Alex Becker back in for East, replacing Michael Laprie. 13:21 left in regulation time. Marshfield leads 36-23. Tigers inbounding at quarter court. Bowman at the half court line. To the near side, in the corner Hinson. Alec drops the ball, but poked away out of bounds by Nash. Tigers again inbound, this time at quarter court. And Michaels will toss it in. Grant will throw into Bowman at half court. Back in the corner, Hinson. Alec holds on Nash. Wants Michaels down low. Grant has it on the low block. Goes up, forcing the shot. It rolls in. Grant on the post up. He's got 13. Marshfield leads by 15. 12:55 remaining. This is Grant's message. Grant's season high. Now Dunbar in the lane. Short jumper away. Missed, but he was knocked down on the play. And a Marshfield foul. Hinson on the floor as well. And the call will be on Alec. Second foul on Hinson. Fourth team foul. And Wausau East with free throws here. Thomas Dunbar. Line right for two. The first one is good. McGrath back in for Miller in the Tiger lineup with 12:51 remaining. Marshfield leads 38-24. One more for Thomas Dunbar. Shot is away, and this one good as well. Wausau East, 9 of 10 on the foul line tonight. That's keeping them in the ballgame. Tigers to front court, leading by 13. McGrath in the near corner. Back out top to Anderson. Far side Michaels open from three-point range. Good. I believe they're going to call that a 2. Yes, they will. A long 2 for Grant. He's got 15, a season high for Grant tonight. Marshfield back up by 15. His career high is 16 in a ball game last year. Tiger ball. Michaels with a steal at the timeline, but lost the ball across the sideline out of bounds. Forrest Kronberger back in for Wausau East. And looks like Tooman will sit. Nick Stewart back in for Anderson in the Marshfield lineup. 12:23 remaining. Tigers lead 40-25. Becker to inbound at the center line. Lobs it deep in backcourt. Grabbed by Dunbar. Lumberjacks back on the attack. Dunbar across the line on Hinson. Still holds on the near wing, drives on Hinson, drops the ball, but kicks it back out to Schlinwine. He goes baseline, leans in, his shot rejected by Stewart, lost out of bounds, and last hit, I believe, by Nick. Here's Adam Haugen for the Tigers, 5'11 junior, averaging 3.5 per game, replacing Nathan McGrath. Tigers lead 40-25, 12:07 remaining in regulation time. Dunbar to toss it in, looking, and can't get it in. 5-second violation on Wausau East. I want to remind you, by the way, if you're not in the Marshfield area, make sure you bring your smartphone and join us on TuneIn. You can do that anytime you'd like. Listen to WDLB. Get that TuneIn app, and you can hear Marshfield's games from all around the world. There's a driving attempt by Hinson, and he's fouled going to the basket. Foul is on Forrest Kronberger, his first, third team foul. McGrath coming right back in for Bowman. Hinson on the foul line. He'll get free throws here. Alec 86% on the foul line. And I believe they'll take him off the line now. Didn't think that was a shooting foul. The Tigers instead inbound, baseline front court. Hinson looking, still looking. Better hurry. Now lobs near side, grabbed by McGrath. Nathan holds outside the arc, top of the key to Michaels. Back to Hinson on the near wing. To the circle, down the lane, cut off. Haug back to McGrath on the near side. Hinson back to McGrath down the lane, pulls up, 10-footer away, off the rim, no good. Pulled in by Kronberger. He'll leave for Dunbar. Long front court feed to Schlinwine. Baseline to Becker, he drops the ball. Out of bounds. Man, he was wide open below the basket, off his fingertips, out of bounds. That kind of night for Wausau East. Now here's Seth Anderson back in for Grant Michaels. 11:30 remaining. Tigers lead 40-25. Here's Marshfield back on the attack. Hinson across the timeline on Nash. Far side hits Haug, top of the key. Now Hinson gets it back. Downstairs to Stewart. Turns on the low block, backs it on Kronberger, leans in, one-hander off the glass, no good. But Anderson follows, banks it up and missed it, but was fouled. Aggressive rebounding for Seth Anderson. He flew in there, grabbed that offensive rebound, looking for a putback, and drew the foul on Kronberger. No, not on Kronberger, on Dunbar. Third on Dunbar, fourth team foul. And Seth was shooting. He's line left for 2. 65% on the foul line this season. First by Anderson is off the rim and in. 11:14 remaining. Tigers on top, 41-25. Kronberger out and Shallow back in for Wausau East. This is Marshfield's biggest lead. Seth Anderson, 7 points tonight, all in the second half. Second free throw up and in. Anderson with 8. Tigers lead by 17. They beat these guys by 1 on their floor a week ago. Wausau East to front court. Lepre can't get down the lane. Schlinwine out top. To the near side. Going down the lane on Stewart. Leans in. Short jumper good. Schlinwine's been very quiet tonight. He now has 8. Tigers by 15. 10:55 remaining. Inbound pass to Hinson as the Lumberjacks put on some pressure. Hinson comes across the line on Nash. Near side Anderson on the arc. Picked up by Schlinwine. Breaks him down. Goes baseline. Leans in. Shot blocked. But Schlinwine fouled him. First on Schlinwine, 5th team foul. And Seth was shooting, so he's line left for 2 more. Seth, 9 points and 6 rebounds Tuesday night against Eau Claire Memorial in that Tiger non-conference win. His first free throw here is around and in. 10:42 remaining. Tigers on top, 43-27. Stewart out, Michaels back in, and Bowman comes back in for Haug. Seth Anderson with one more free throw. And this shot is away, and it rolls out, pulled in by Schlinwein. East to front court, they're down by 16. Schlinwein to the free throw line, cut off. Far side, Lepre on the drive inside. Short jumper rolls around, falls out, and there's Michaels for another rebound, his 7th. Up ahead to Hinson. Alec holds on the far wing. Harassed by Nash, drives the lane, leans in, scoop shot, good. Acrobatic shot by Alec Hinson. The Tigers by 18, their biggest lead. And Lepre coming up the floor on McGrath, crossing the 10-second line. Stands out top off a screen from Shallow. Baseline Schlinwein drives on McGrath, short jumper banked in, and he's fouled as well. Well, we'll see if Schlinwein tries to take over now for Wausau East. Basket good. The foul on McGrath is his first. And the 5th team foul, Sawyer Schlinwein, averaging 19 per game. His season low, by the way, is 12. He's got 10 so far tonight. He's lined right, attempting a three-point play. Shot is away and good. Schlinwein with 11, and the Marshfield lead at 15. Tigers to forecourt. Hinson comes near side to Bowman. On the cut to Anderson, stopped on the foul line. Near side, Hinson picked up by Nash. Can't go baseline. Michaels top of the circle. Holds out there. Now McGrath on the far wing, wants Hinson back out top. Nash on him pretty tightly. Bowman gets it back on the near sideline. Michaels top of the key. Tigers taking some time off the clock. Now Hinson near side, three-pointer up and in. Alec Hinson for 3, his 2nd tonight, and 44th of the year. 18-point lead again for Marshfield. Alec now with 121 career threes. It's East ball. Shallow top of the key, gives to Schlinwein. Defense by Anderson, drives cut off, baseline Lepre, three-pointer away and good. And Wausau East wants a quick timeout. Lepre with a three-pointer, his 35th of the year. Wausau East will use its 3rd timeout. 9:14 remaining in regulation time, and our score, Marshfield 48, Wausau East 33. Back to the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in just a moment. The Marshfield Tiger Booster Club congratulates Tiger girls basketball players who are on the watch list for the Wisconsin Sports Network Senior Girls Basketball Awards for this season. Congratulations to Maddie Nikolai, who's on the watch list for Point Guard of the Year, and Marshfield's Emma Fehrenbach, who's on the watch list for Senior Post Player of the Year. From the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club.
Valentine's Day is Tuesday, February 14th. Don't forget the flowers. Hefco Floral Company in Marshfield is reminding you to make this Valentine's Day extra special with a stunning arrangement of the freshest flowers from Hefco Floral. Send one of our fun Valentine's Day special arrangements or a vase of perfect long-stem roses. Top it off with a greeting card, a box of Abdallah's fine chocolates, a balloon, and a fun plush animal. Hefco Floral is your one-stop Valentine's Day headquarters. Call today or shop online at hefco.com. Hefco Floral Company, your florist. City Hall Plaza, Marshfield, helping you celebrate Valentine's Day.
Tigers by 15 as we approach the halfway mark of the second half. East changing defenses now. Far side Anderson looked like a 1-2-2 and they were trapping out of it, but now they go back more half court. Hinson back out top on the drive. He gets tripped, falls down, and Nash got him by the ankles. 3rd foul on Chris Nash, 6th team foul. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger Basketball on AM 1450 WDLB Marshfield and WDLBWOSQ.com. Tom Uthmeyer, our producer. Here's a 3 by Hinson away and good again. Alec Hinson now with 3 threes tonight. Marshfield by 18 once again. Baseline, Schlinwein gets inside, lays it up and in. Schlinwein drives the baseline for 2. I'm Gene Delicio with the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Now McGrath starts down the floor, but before he gets the basket, Coach Scheuer calls a timeout. Again, East Lake getting back on defense. McGrath had a breakaway, and Coach Scheuer takes a timeout, Marshfield's 3rd. 8:34 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield 51, Wausau East 35, and more basketball in just a moment.
Here's another Tooth Truth from Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
A bright new smile is a great confidence builder. Repaired, replaced, straightened, and cleaned teeth can improve overall health. Dental Clinic of Marshfield dentists provide a wide variety of cosmetic options, including orthodontics, porcelain veneers, implants, crowns, bridges, whitening, and more.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Dental care for life. Schedule an appointment today at any of their 3 offices in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville. Learn more at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com.
Every team needs the right connection to succeed. The same thing applies to your home or business. If something doesn't seem quite right, don't play amateur repair person. Contact Total Electric Service of Marshfield at 384-3311. Total Electric offers a 24-hour emergency service for residential, commercial, farm, and industrial jobs. Total Electric Service, the name says it all. Total service for all of your electric contracting needs. 384-3311.
Tiger ball in front court to our left. Marshfield by 16. Grant Michaels out top. Brant Bowman, baseline Seth Anderson. Looks in on Dunbar. Back out top to Hinson. In the corner, Bowman has it back once again. Some good ball handlers out there for Marshfield. McGrath holds it top of the key, starts to drive. Stopped on the foul line by Lepre. Tries again. Turned away. Baseline Anderson. He goes baseline. Lays it up and in. Seth Anderson now with 11. Tigers go back up by 18. Seth in double figures for the 13th time this year. It's East ball. Schlinwine to the baseline. Ball stripped loose on the floor. Nice hands by Hinson. Up ahead to Alec from McGrath, and Alec will drive and score. Hinson knocked the ball loose. McGrath picked it up, then outletted to Hinson for the easy lay-in. And Marshfield leads by 20. It's Wausau East basketball, 7:30 remaining. Lepre on the drive. Between defenders, kicks it back outside to Schlinwine. Three-pointer by Schlinwine away and good. Schlinwine can hit that three. He's got 15 this year. Marshfield by 17. Tigers on the attack. Michaels along the far sideline. Back out top, Bowman swings to Hinson on the near wing. One-on-one with Tuman. He'll pull it back out, start to drive, cut off. Bowman near the center line. Starts to drive in the lane, turned away, needs some help. Goes to Hinson. Alec backs it out. Baseline Michaels. Here's a three-pointer up, no good. And pulled in by Nash. 6:50 remaining. Tigers by 17. Baseline Schlinwine holds in the corner. Drives on Anderson. Leans in. One-hander up, and it rolls out of there. He follows, tips it in, and he's fouled as well. Well, it might be all Schlinwine for Wausau East from here on in. He's now got 18. Basket good. The foul on Seth Anderson is his second. 16 foul. Stewart and Miller back in for Anderson and McGrath. And Sawyer Schlinwine back on the foul line with a three-point play try. Shot is away. It's no good. Pulled in by Miller. 6 rebounds for Reed. Tigers by 15. 6:40 remaining. Hinson across the timeline facing a trap. Comes across baseline to Bowman. Brandt drives inside. Kicks out again to Miller. Reed stopped. Flips it back near side to Hinson outside the arc. Bowman in the corner. Back outside again to Hinson. Tigers up by 15 with 6:20 remaining. It's a trap defense here. 1-3-1 here, I believe, by Wausau East. Hinson holds near the center line. Bounces cross court to Michaels. Tigers throwing the ball around on the outside here, killing some time. 6:05 left. Miller holds near side to Hinson. Gets a screen, comes back out with it. Alec has an alley, drives the lane. Kicks back out in the corner, hits Miller. Reed cut off. Michaels top of the circle. Baseline to Bowman. Brand attacks. Back to Michaels. Near side Hinson. Three-pointer is up and it rims out. And pulled in by Schlinwine. Went halfway down and came out. East has the ball back. Front court feed. Lepre in the far corner. Can't take the three on Stewart. Kicks back outside again. Nash with the top of the circle. Tries again. Can't get down the lane. Now Tuman at the free throw line. Gets inside. Off balance shot up and in. Tuman's first basket. That Tiger lead now down to 13 with 5:25 remaining. East will pick him up in backcourt. Bowman across the timeline. Poked at and a reach-in foul coming, I believe, on Dunbar. 4 fouls on Thomas Dunbar. 7th team foul, and Brant Bowman has free throws line left. Brant shooting 61% on the foul line. Tigers did lead by 20. That lead now down to 13. 5:20 remaining. Bowman shooting a 1-and-1. And his first try is banked and missed and called in by Schlinwein. So East can cut into that lead further here with a basket. Schlinwein to front court, gives back to Dunbar. Starts to drive on Hinson, gets inside, layup is good. And East now back to within 11 with 5:05 to play. To put on some backcourt pressure, Hinson has it, lobs across to Miller. Facing a double team, dribbles out of it. Comes back out to Michaels. 4:55 left, Marshfield by 11. Again, the Tigers killing some time here. Bowman near the timeline holds it. Far side to Stewart in the far corner. Comes back outside with it. Cross-court feed to Miller. Reed starts to attack down the lane. Gets caught up in traffic, drops the ball out of bounds. Tiger turnover, only their 5th. But now Anderson and Postolic back in for Bowman. And Stewart clocked down to 4:40 remaining. Marshfield leads 55-44. Marshfield putting on some pressure in backcourt. Pass comes into Laprie. He starts up the floor on the near sideline. And he'll cross on Hinson. Starts to drive down the lane, leans in, short jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound, comes out long, snared by Miller, but he walks, I believe, coming out. Reed had it, but he was in full stride when he got the basketball and could not put it down on the floor for a dribble, so he's called for walking. East retains possession, 4:30 remaining, Tigers by 11. East inbounding baseline front court, lob outside to Schlinwein. Holds top of the key. Far side, Tooman has it back. And swing near side to Nash once again. Top of the circle, Dunbar, right back to Nash, picked up by Postolic. To the baseline, into Laprie, back outside again, but here's a whistle, I believe. A Marshfield foul on that pass. Seth Anderson on the foul, his 3rd. 7-team foul. And Michael Laprie, 5 of 6 on the foul line tonight, shooting 1-1. His first try is good. Laprie with 11 in double figures tonight. 4:15 remaining. The Tiger lead down to 10, 55-45. Tigers did lead by 20. One more for Laprie, up and in. And now a 9-point lead for Marshfield. Still lots of time left. 4:10 remaining in regulation time. Tiger ball. Hinson in backcourt facing a trap. Dribbles across. Far side to Anderson. Holds in the corner. Back to Michaels, top of the key. Postolic holds it near the center line. Cross court to Anderson with 3:55 remaining. Marshfield by 9. Miller back out top to Postolic. Ethan holds near the center line. Finds Hinson on the near wing. Miller gets it back. He dribbles to the far side. Looks back to Hinson. Clock down to 3:40 remaining. Tigers up by 9. Hinson harassed by Schlinwein. Finds Postolic along the far sideline. Ethan holds the ball on Tooman. Tooman on him very tightly. Now a bit too tightly. Reaches in on the foul. 3rd on Matt Tooman. 8th team foul. Ethan Postolic in foul trouble tonight. Only has 3 points on 1 3-point basket. He is an 80% free throw shooter for the year. Postolic ready. And his first free throw is good. 3.5 remaining. Tigers lead 56-46. Postolic 15 against Memorial on Tuesday, but without a 3-point basket, which is unusual for Ethan. His second foul shot here is good. And now Marshfield wants a timeout. Tigers take a timeout with 3:31 remaining in regulation time, and our score, Marshfield 57, Wausau East 46. We'll return to the Bosun Company Fieldhouse in just a moment.
Paget Equipment Company, a division of JBL International, specializing in stainless steel fabrication worldwide, and a proud backer of Marshfield area youth programs and activities. The folks at Paget Equipment support healthy competition. It helps prepare youth for life, teaching them important concepts like teamwork and fair play. Important in athletics, important in business, important in life. Paget Equipment, a strong backer of the youth of Marshfield, urging you to get involved with school-related activities. Creative Paint and Decorating of Marshfield supports area athletes and wishes all teams good luck this season. See Creative Paint and Decorating for ideas on your next project. They specialize in window treatments, blinds, custom draperies, carpeting, ceramic tile, hardwood floors, vinyl, and laminates. And they have interior designers that can bring your room to life. Creative Paint is your locally owned complete paint store, too, offering 30% off Benjamin Moore paints. Add some beautiful new colors to your home with help from Creative Paint and Decorating, 111 East 4th Street, Marshfield.
Tigers up by 11 with 3:20 remaining. Tigers now go to a 2-3 zone defense. Lepre near side, cross court to Nash. Can't take the baseline. Dumps it downstairs to Schlinwine. Backdoor cut to Lepre. Comes back outside to Dunbar for a three-pointer. He missed it short. Ball comes way out long and is grabbed at the timeline by Tuman. 3 minutes to play. East has the ball. They're down by 11. Tuman way out top. Near side Lepre. He'll fire a long-range three. It's off the back of the rim and hits the wire above the backboard out of bounds to Marshfield. Tigers by 11, 2:53 remaining in regulation time. Marshfield coming length of the floor. Michaels looking, comes in long to Miller. Picked up by Schlinwine. Reed starts out, finds Hinson in backcourt, facing a double team, splits it across the line to Postolick. Ethan on the near sideline, 2:40 remaining, Tigers by 11. Postolick around Nash, goes inside to Anderson, who drives and scores. 13 for Anderson, the assist from Postolick. Tigers by 13. Tuman pulls up and shoots from the wing and misses, but there was a Wausau East timeout anyway. Wausau East takes a timeout here. East timeout, their fourth. 2:31 remaining in regulation time. And Marshfield on top, 59-46. Marshfield Tiger basketball tonight on WDLB. A service of Ministry Healthcare, Silk Electronics in Chile, and First Choice Credit Union. Tigers lead by 13, 2.5 to play here at the Bosun Company Fieldhouse. Tigers with a win tonight would go to 7-4 in conference play. And they would take over second place in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Wausau West is idle. The Warriors play Chippewa Falls tomorrow, so Marshfield would be 7-4, West 6-4, and East also would be 6-4. Changes for Wausau East. Reggie Brown, 6-foot senior, averaging 0.4 per game, is in the ballgame, with Kronberger and Becker. And also a Jack Kane, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 2.5. So Coach Dimka is emptying his bench here. Tigers have their starters still in the ball game. 2:20 remaining. Tigers by 13. Kane outside the arc. Comes near side to Becker. Floats it far side to a Brown. Right back to Kane on the near wing to the baseline. Turned away there. Becker to the circle. Back to Brown for a long three-pointer. No good. Rebound to Kronberger. Back up and in. Forrest Kronberger on the rebound basket. Tigers by 11. And now Coach Scheuer wants a timeout to empty his bench. So this is Marshfield's final timeout. And they're just using enough time to get some new ball players in the ball game. Haug is back in. Isaac Meverden comes in, 6'2 freshman, averaging 1 point per game. Tommy Olson, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 1.6. McGrath and Haug in there as well. And John Reigel comes in, 5'11 junior, averaging 1.3. 1:55 left. Tigers up by 11. Didn't expect a convincing win like this. Tiger ball. Haug on the near wing. Holds the top of the circle. Back outside to Reigel near the timeline. Far side to Olsen. A Tigers on the floor as Brown ran through a screen. Foul called on Reggie Brown, his first, 19th foul. Reggie's kind of a big guy. And now the Tigers bring their starters back in. Stewart, Anderson, Michaels, Hinson, all coming back in. But Haug will get a 1-and-1 first. Haug 3 of 4 on the foul line this year. Has a 1 in bonus. The first by Adam is up and in with 1:40 remaining. And Marshfield leading 60-48. Adam Haug with a second free throw. This one is away and it rolls around, falls out. And pulled in by Shallow. Becker to front court, near side to Kane. Becker on the wing, can't get off a shot, hands back to Kane. Becker lobs in the lane to Shallow, picked up by Kronberger, shot blocked and grabbed by Hinson. Up ahead to Anderson, he'll drive and score. 15 for Seth Anderson, Tigers by 14 with 1:20 remaining. East has it back, Kane on the far sideline. Becker back out into the center line, back to Kane for a three-point try. It's no good. Rebound to Becker, then drops the ball, picked up by Brown. He missed the follow, and the rebound tipped outside and claimed by Haug. Tiger ball, Adam comes to front court, 60 seconds to play, Marshfield by 14. Hinson top of the circle. Far side to Anderson, holds outside the arc. Seth just holds the basketball, Brown out to play him. Convincing move for the Tigers, up by 20 earlier in the second half, and up by 14 right now. Haug in the corner holds it. Tigers is playing catch on the outside and trying to secure this win against this very strong Wausau East ball club. Their second against East in 6 days. Final 30 seconds, Tigers by 14. Still passing the ball around on the outside. 3 Tigers in double figures this evening. Clock now at 18 seconds. Anderson holds the ball on Brown. Dribbles around. Goes back outside to Michaels in the center circle as the clock hits 10 seconds. And Tiger fans begin to stand and cheer the Tigers for a very solid performance in this one tonight. The Marshfield Tigers with a 14-point win over Wausau East this evening. Coverage of Marshfield Tiger basketball this evening, a service of Country Wireless. Our ball game coming to you via crystal clear wireless internet from Country Wireless. See them for your mobile phone and internet needs. Our final score once again this evening, the Marshfield Tigers 62 and Wausau East 48. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report following these messages.